When will the Nigerian Supreme Court stop acting like an arm of the APC? There are already hundreds and thousands of people, in fact, millions of Nigeria, who are already thinking in that direction, who already had that belief that the Nigerian Supreme Court, in fact, the Nigerian entire judicial system, has become an arm of the APC. And by the judgment of the Supreme Court recently in regards to the happenings in Rivers State, that have been proven once more. When will all this stop? Why are our Supreme Court being ridiculed by the same people who are in charge of it? Why? We all saw the judgment in regards to the Rivers State lawmakers that defected, the 27 House of Assembly lawmakers. We know how it has been going on, and we saw the judgment of the Supreme Court in regards to that, and their stand in regards to the local government election that was conducted. And I ask, the Supreme Court, are you guys being for real? Do you know how fast you are desecrating your own image? Do you? Because if the Supreme Court has made itself an object of ridicule, they also will be held responsible for it by Nigerians. Because you cannot be passing judgment that seems not to make sense to other sane society. From what happens in 2023, the outcome of the presidential election in 2023 has been pronounced by the Supreme Court. It was obvious to the world that they become partisan and biased. But I look at that judgment of 2023, I felt, okay, they may just have done that to favor one man, and that in subsequent cases, they might be fair in order to redeem their image. But that has not been the case. Instead, it has gotten worse. When I learned about the case of the Rivers State before the Supreme Court, I personally know what the outcome was going to be. Just like I told my people in Edo, I told my Edo people, especially the PDP that have taken a case to court against the APC that have been declared by INEC. I said, don't waste your time. We all know the judgment. The court in Nigeria no longer rule against the APC. That is obvious. Now you have a certain Nyesom Wike in APC, although still pretending to be in PDP, whose wife is a judge in the appeal court. And you are taking such man to court and expect to win. For goodness sake, this is Nigeria, not Europe, not America. And as for the Supreme Court, we know how people react when they hear the name Supreme Court in other country. But you've made out of Nigeria something else. When you mention the Supreme Court of Nigeria, there are so many Nigerians now that will just frown. They're like, who are they? What are they? Those cash and carry set of people. That's what many people are now saying on the streets. And it is not a good one to the Supreme Court. That should be the highest authority in the land. Supreme Court should be more powerful than the executive. But why are you guys giving yourself so cheaply? Many people believed that you guys are just being partisan and you are acting on that direction. It is a shame to see that the highest authority of my land has become a ridiculous authority from what people have understood it to be. And let it not be. Because I don't know how the Supreme Court or the Nigerian government is going to react when Nigerians tend to start disregarding and disobeying orders from the Supreme Court. Yes, because the Supreme Court in its own action is edging towards that direction. That when you pass a verdict, the people will just ignore them, disregard those people. They've been bought over. Because many have that belief already. And it is within the powers of the Supreme Court to redeem themselves of this belief. Or else, the image of the Supreme Court as far as the Nigerian territory is concerned is gone. And this is not a good thing. For how long will you continue to be partisan? You see, it's not about the judges. Because the judges are faceless. We don't even know those bunch of niggers. But the Supreme Court as a name, as an entity, is a name that should be held in high esteem with utmost respect and regard. But that can only be achieved when you are doing things rightly. Doing things the way you are doing it now, seeing evidence and looking the other way, what you did in the 2023 election, you repeating it. Edo PDP, are you still going to go to the Supreme Court after the outcome of the tribunal. Because if the tribunal gives you victory and the appeal court gives you victory, the Supreme Court will definitely throw you out. Because that is the last hope of the APC, no longer for the ordinary man. Take my message. Don't come after me for saying this. I'm just being concerned about my country. You cannot be ruining the integrity of the supposedly most respected body in my land, and you expect myself and my likes not to speak. That is why I'm speaking against it. You guys are desecrating the reputation of the Supreme Court, and that must stop.